Welcome back. It's another video for you, and I've got my Donkey Kong upright control panel in front of you right now. And when I got this, it was actually missing the original button in it. This is what was in there, crammed inside there. And this is like a, I don't know, it's a hap or just whatever, just some replacement button that's actually meant for like to go into a midway, or maybe it's a Wicco. I don't even know who made this thing, but it's very cheap. And this is not the right button to go in a Nintendo control panel. That said, getting an actual Nintendo jump button in orange is darn near impossible to get, and that's why you'll see in some of my videos where I polish Nintendo buttons up for people, because you can't find ones that look exactly like the original that will fit in the panel. So what I want to show to you is something I've done, because I'm missing. I have two Donkey Kong panels, and both of them are missing the proper jump button. And so what I've done is I've come up with a kind of like a stopgap, just something to make it look correct and play right. And it's actually come out pretty good. There's a Paradise Arcade Shop is going to be doing a reproduction of the actual Nintendo buttons based on an original button and matching the colors, and it's going to be great, but it probably won't be until this coming fall. And I want to be playing this game now. I want it to look decent. I still got to do a lot of things to the panel, like I've got cigarette burns here I need to take out and stuff, but I'm just working on the button right now. So this is a blue button, and this has not been polished or used. I haven't used any retro bright on it yet. So you see the bottom part is a different color blue than the top. But when I'm done, these will look really good. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you over here on my cabaret. So this is my cabaret cabinet, and these buttons have already been polished up. I'm trying to get in here at a good angle so you can see it. But one thing you notice about a Nintendo button is that the center plunger is much taller than it is on a regular button that you would see in any other arcade game. So here are the blue buttons. So you can see that this one has not been polished, and these have. You can see the difference it makes in these buttons. But it's a very tall button, and I'll show you like here on like a midway cabinet. You'll see that they're much shorter. Like on my Galaga, they're a much shorter button, and they have a shorter throw on them. They even sound and feel differently, and that's kind of like what the button that was put into that DK cabinet that I have here. So what I did is actually Bob Roberts, if you go to the real Bob Roberts, I think .net, he sells all different colored buttons, and he has some short orange buttons. There's like long and short. Let me show you the long ones. Here's his long button, and it doesn't really match up with the Nintendo button in its shape. You notice that it's more rounded, and the inside is larger, and it's longer. This one actually would work in the thing if I trimmed it down, but it wouldn't look right. And but what I ended up doing is I bought his short ones, and they have that sharper edge, just like a Nintendo button. And you'll see that the height is actually the same now. I'll get that lined up right. You'll see that I've gotten the height correct, but the bottom is different. You see here? The thread doesn't go quite as far. And what I did to get the height right is I actually took the plunger off the bottom. Do I have the other one here? Okay, hold on a second, guys. I bought two of these orange buttons to experiment on. And you'll see here, see this one's shorter than the other? It's kind of hard to see it. But what I did is I took the plunger out, and you see that the inside here, I've actually sanded this one down so it's shorter, so that the button sticks up taller. And so now it matches a Nintendo button pretty darn good. And actually I took my, I don't know if you call it a micrometer, it's just it's not really a micrometer, but I measured this right here, and it's the same as these blue buttons, orange buttons. Doesn't make any difference. It's all the same. The size is exactly the same size. The actual top dimensions on these buttons now match exactly. And I also had to do one other thing to this. I put the button bezel into my drill and actually shaved off this outer lower bezel where it fits in because it was too fat if you look here, here's the other one. Or did I do this one too? Oh wait, no. Now it fits. Oh no, it doesn't. See, it doesn't. No, it goes in. What am I doing here differently? Right. Well, I shaved the outside of one of them, and I didn't have to really take much off. It just didn't fit perfectly. Now the problem is, though, is when I go to put this in, I'll put this button in. Looks great, but when I go to put the nut on, there's not enough thread left over here. You guys can see right here. There's nothing for this nut to catch on. I can put it in here, and I can't do anything. It won't. I can't screw it on. So I came up with a solution here. You notice I've got an extra screw here. I'm going to move the camera a little bit here. And take it down. Okay, so here you see that the button doesn't stick out far enough. And I put it, normally there's only one screw holding these button bezels on, even though there's a second screw hole here. And I put a second screw in. And what I'm going to do, I'll take this out. Again, I'm using those little window framing screws, which are great because they're very short, but they grip really well. Now I've got this piece of aluminum that I've just cut in a wedge notch. It just starts out wider than the button and then goes in narrower. Okay, so now it actually catches and holds the button in place. So if I put this back down, I'm going to put this so I can see. Oh, hold on, guys. I got to grab that. Drop the button. So I want to put this so that I don't want to go through two separate places with the screw. Alright. Put the button back in. So it's in all the way. I'm going to slide this back in here. In all the way. Second. I'll flip this around. Okay, now I'm going to take the screw, put it back through. I was going to put the screw to the metal plate, but I think I'm going to go around like this so I can actually see where my hole is. That hole's right there. Bear with me as I'm doing this one-handed. Okay, so now the button is in place and it doesn't pull out. I'm pulling on it here. So now I've got this button mounted in. And yeah, so I just need to adjust this. This is the wrong micro switch. This is a replacement one. I'm going to take one out of another panel and put it in here because it does not. Oh, here's this other screw driver. Just for now to get it in the right position. Alright, so now I have a working orange Nintendo jump button that looks pretty darn original from the top. So, If you guys are interested in me fabricating one like this, I mean, it's already made. I mean, it's not like I'm really making anything here. You can contact me, but I just got these from Bob Roberts. Again, you can search Google for The Real Bob Roberts. I think it's therealbobroberts.net. He sells these buttons. I will put the actual part number on this video so you guys can order them. It's really simple. You can do it yourself. I just shaved a tiny bit off the bottom of the bezel so it fit in, and it looks really good. I'm just getting in here. Take the camera off the thing here. So there you go. The lighting is really bad. Let's see here. Yeah, it's hard to see in this lighting. Maybe I can turn a light around here. So you got to keep your arcade dark so that you can see there. Looks like the original. Can't really. You'd be hard pressed to tell on it from the top. The only thing that you will notice is that there's kind of a little bit of a ridging on the inside here. The plastic is slightly different, but this makes a good temporary replacement until some high quality reproductions can be made. The button itself, I think, was $2. It's really cheap, so it's a real cheap temporary fix for you guys out there. Here, I'm gonna just show you. Here's my junior button right there. You see, it's nice and tall, and my cabaret button. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm still working on this. I also picked up some DK side art here to go on it. The only thing is that I'm not particularly happy with the way it is. It's not really, no offense, this is not anything against the guy I bought it off of, because apparently he didn't produce these. This is the only DK art you can get. But you notice that if you look at the edges here on the hand and stuff like that, they're pretty crude looking. And like you see the flames here, you see it's just like, I'm going to move my, you see it's just straight jagged lines. I'm going to show you on my cabaret. This was produced from some other artwork. And I'm not going to really get the light over here, but you can see that the lines are curved and everything is much smoother. This is more accurate to the original side art. I got this from Rich Graphics, and this is inkjet. It's not silkscreen, so you can tell there's going to be some dithering if you get in close on the skin. You can see the dots, individual dots for the colors. But you know, this is a cabaret. Never had this on it. It's also removable vinyl, so you can take it off easily if you want. This is high gloss. The actual print quality of this silkscreen is fantastic. It's just that the source file is kind of primitive looking. So you can see, and it's apparently these were produced a long time ago. So, but I think I'm probably just going to use them, just because it's going to be a long time before if anybody ever reproduces this more accurately. So, yeah. So that's it on that. And again, I'll show you them underneath here. Here's the DK94 art that this is just a mock-up I did. I printed off from the file I created. And that's going to go on this DK94 cabinet that I built from scratch. Right now it's got a junior bezel on it and marquee and a DK control panel. But when it's done, it's going to be DK94. But that project's going to be on hold for a little while until I get other things done. Oh, and additionally, I got from Rich here. Here's the other side for the cabaret. It's still got the mask on it. And so, yeah. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll have some more videos for you as I'm going along. I've got a lot of work ahead for me. It turns out that the monitor in my Galaxian went, the flyback blew out on it. I had a nice little smoke cloud in my basement. And so I have to order a new, it's a G07, I need to order a new flyback for that. It's going to be like $20 for that, and I'm going to get a hot and a voltage regulator while I'm at it, just in case that those got taken out as well. Alright guys, thanks for watching.